Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's a very casual video. Cue the pajama pants. Oh look, there's a little hole here. We're going to do a unboxing / impression video of the RAD Balisong Cygnus 2. So a little bit of background information. I've had this for about less than a month. I was in a work trip when this arrived on my apartment. My fiance opened it for me, so it's been something I've been looking forward to for a long time. So I actually have flipped this. Unfortunately, it will not be a true first impressions, but I think that's going to be okay regardless. My thoughts on this are still going to be the same as it was when I flipped it like a week ago. And for those who don't know what RAD Balisong is, it is the new Balisong manufacturer, I'm assuming from China also, by Xiaoliang. I'll double check the name later for you. Essentially, they were a massive inspiration in the designs for the original Cygnus. Things happened at the company, I'm assuming, and they left and developed their own company. And they have been selling it for a while. I didn't really know that the Cygnus had its own designer who left. And so when I messaged them asking about what RAD and who RAD is, they gave me a whole spiel about it, and I was like, oh, cool, thank you for taking your time to fully explain to me the situation. Regardless, the RAD Balisong's Cygnus V2 is something I'm incredibly excited to show you guys. It is so fucking cool. So here's the unboxing experience for those who enjoy it. So first off, you get a beautiful cream-colored microfiber cloth, which is massive, by the way. For reference, here's my face that you won't see. So let's put that away. It also comes with a nice little, I guess, folder for it that again has its own raised letter design. Patrick Bateman, you would love this. Look at this.
The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God.
The raised letters.
It even has a watermark.
I like it. Small details like this that I appreciate. Unfortunately, it's just packaging, so there's not much I can do with it. And I will say the packaging and what it comes with isn't a lot. I'm not against it. First off, of course, you're gonna have the wonderful card of authenticity, COA card. A couple things about this. The thing is thick. If you've seen the Squid Industries one for like, not the Nautilus, the Nami, it's like that, but this is about 4 times thicker. Like this. This is a full-on card. So the Cygnus feature, let me read the specs. Handle materials, Ti6Al-4V, which I assume is just grade 5 titanium. Blade material is CPM S35VN. Total length about 257 millimeters. And net weight is around 4.09 ounces or at 116 grams. For your reference right here. Of course, card of authenticity. Extra hardware here. Surprisingly, no washers or bushings, just steel hardware. So let's take a quick look at the Balisong. This is the Cygnus V2. And if you look at it, I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat, it is one of the most stunning Balisongs I've ever seen in my life. And if you even look at the pivots and the end handle pivots, they are heat titanium anodized. So you can see the blue/purple on the outside, and the inside, a little bit of gold. So I think it's absolutely stunning. And if you can see right here, this is lucky number 17. Wow, it's beautiful. So real quick, let's take a quick look at the blade. So this is their feather blade, not the, I don't know what the other blade's called, not the Bowie shaped blade. Feather blade with the slots on the inside. Not the entire blade is coated. As you can see, there's a little bit of accents around the side here. My cat's trying to get out, hold up. Come here. Let's go. Come on. You gonna go out? Good boy. So before we really get into talking about the first impressions for flipping, I just kind of want to show off a little bit more of the design. So in my How to Get Into Balisongs video, I remember mentioning that I didn't like Chandler's designs very much. And my only experiences with chain-witch designs are with 1, the serif, and 2, the nami. I never really understood the purpose of it, but maybe it's because they want the full channel design with the weights in the bottom for the serif and the nami. But granted, I never even touched that. So if you look really closely, you can see the seam down the middle here, and here. Cygnus V2 itself, hidden Zen pins, which is likely hidden right there. It has some very weird, not weird, but a really interesting chain-witch spacer right here. So all this is an inlay that fits on the inside of the handle. Personally, I think that's fantastic, and if you look closely, ooh, right there, that's the Zen pin. So I'm glad they upgraded the Zen pins from the screws. I think that's from the very original Evo. Unfortunately, the package didn't come with extra carbon fiber pivot screws. No extras of that, unfortunately. Granted, I don't think I'll be taking this apart anytime soon. I think we get into flipping. Price of this thing was around $550 to $650, I think. I think you need to double check. They're at Instagram, which I'm gonna put right here. Please check it out. I think they're still selling quite a few of these. A lot of them are very different and they're custom. So that's, to me, amazing. And I forgot to mention, this is actually something I won in a raffle. First raffle I've ever won is of a Cygnus V2. How exciting is that? The question is, I think in the full review or overview of this, is would I have spent $500+ on something like this versus the serif or $700+ or something like the nami? So how does this compare to the 2 of the most expensive grills that I've ever flipped? Initially. All right, enough yapping, let's get to flipping. All right, let's get to flipping. Oh my gosh, my hands are really sweaty, so it's sticking extra. I will note immediately. So far, everything feels fantastic, like fans. There's not a lot of wobble in this. So for the most part, it's pretty balanced. It's, I think regardless, still a little handle biased. The Chaplins feel fantastic, full twirls. Any tricks that require a quick change momentum, like the Kiss Goodbye, not that difficult. I will note that there is definitely a bit of a handle weight if you look closely. Let's see if we can momentum fan with this. Oh yeah, oh. Yeah, there you go. I can totally momentum fan with this. Kind of cool. Chaplins feel fantastic. Rollovers feel good. The swivel actually feels very good with it. And I do think the handles themselves carry quite well. It's so comfortable. If you look closely, there you go. You might not be able to see it in the video, but there's like micro milling all along the sides here. I guess we can test the jimping out. The jimping, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look too promising to me. Let's see how this bad boy ladders. If it doesn't ladder well, it's going straight into my metal desk. So, let's see. Ooh, there you go. Oh, that's devastating. So far the laddering isn't bad. I will say, it's like dripping itself isn't very aggressive, but I think it perfectly serviceable for ladder tricks. And again, ladder tricks themselves are a kind of a weird thing because I've definitely seen people ladder chabs, replicants and stuff where there's absolutely no jumping. So it's honestly just mostly a finger strength issue. And so that's going to be a non-issue for the most part. In all other aspects though, so far this thing has been a really fun balisong to flip. Like Z-chokers, or not Z-chokers, choker fans feel so fast on this thing. Even though it's not neutral. I think the only other balisong that can choker fan as fast as this is probably the Deep Barfly Barracuda V2. It can do that just as well, which is insane to me. Okay, I'm getting nervous doing this with a live blade. So far, I am loving this balisong. There's not a lot of exposure on RAD balisongs, and I am incredibly fortunate to have won the raffle to be able to have this. And granted, I don't necessarily have a big audience, but I still hope that everything I show here, that everything I show here will help get a little bit of exposure on this thing, because I fully believe that this is one of the best balisongs I've ever flipped. And that's saying a lot, considering I have luckily, fortunately, been able to flip a lot of balisongs. And to be fair, I am not a particularly good flipper for the most part. Oh God, sorry, I'm just in awe of how nice this thing is. Thank you again, RAD, for the raffle to get your name out, because I got so lucky in winning this, and I am so glad, because I think so far, again, this is probably the best grail balisong that I've ever flipped, compared to the Nami and the Seraph. And initially off the bat, that's for a couple of reasons. So one, weight. The weight to the Nami is actually incredibly comparable. They're roughly around barely around 4 ounces, or just barely over. The Seraph itself, I know it's lighter, but it has longer handles, so the momentum on that feels incredibly sluggish for my taste. I like the carbon fiber a lot. To me, it doesn't feel chalky. It's textured well enough, and it's actually textured, God, I wish you can get a photo of this, but it's textured along the handle. So the handle and the inlay has matching texturing, but just purely by how well this thing flips, I absolutely love this thing. And down the road, I'll come up with a review for this bad boy. I still can't believe I have this. Every impression I've had of this thing so far has been absolutely fantastic. I just wish they came up with extra, I think this is T6 inlay hardware, because God knows I might be an idiot and strip this. Which I really hope isn't the case. Or am I blind? Yeah, I know, this is just purely pivot hardware. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled, guys. And of course, take your time to check out RAD Balisongs, and also check out the Buffness's video on this. I think, well, they know how to flip, so you can definitely see how well this thing can flip with someone who knows how to. Well done. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, never forget, guys, take good care of yourselves. Take care of the people you love. Be kind to others. And of course, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Peace.